Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is currently testing this very important resistance level. The next Bitcoin move is just about to happen because we're also forming a brand new Bitcoin pattern as we speak, and I'll be getting into all of that and more in just a moment in this video. And I'll also be covering the Bitcoin long positions because, as you can see here, we saw an increase in long positions, but right now those long positions are closing again. All of that and more in this video, so make sure you're watching all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And as always, just before we jump into it, if you could please just leave a like on the video down below, and if you could subscribe to the channel if you are new, honestly, that really means a lot to me and it helps out the channel so much. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see here, since yesterday, the Bitcoin price has been just about going sideways as expected. Of course, if you watched yesterday's Bitcoin update video, I explained on the 4-hour time frame here that we were just about to see this bearish cross on the 4-hour chart, but I then explained that previous bearish crosses here on the 4-hour chart haven't really led to much bearish price action at all. So once again, we saw a very slight move to the downside, but pretty much just sideways price action. But the key thing to take away here is the fact that we're still below this very significant line of resistance, at least at the time of filming this video. Now, this line of resistance, for the new viewers on the channel, I've currently got this line at around 50,500 US dollars, but we really need to break above around 51 to 52,000 because, of course, that is the golden pocket. I've mentioned it time and time again here on the channel recently, so I'm not going to go over it again for the subscribers. I don't want you to be just hearing the same things over and over in all of these videos. So if you're a brand new viewer on the channel, I definitely recommend going back and watching my last 1 or 2 Bitcoin update videos, because seriously, we have some very important resistance just above the Bitcoin price that we need to break above before the Bitcoin price can flip much more bullish again. But yeah, right now, if Bitcoin remains at around these levels where it has been over the past 1 day, then honestly, we're due for another bullish cross pretty soon in the MACD, probably within the next 1 day, for as long as, once again, the price remains at around these levels where it has been. And of course, that bullish cross in the MACD would just mean that we're actually due for some slight bullish price action just in the short term. Now, I wouldn't expect a major pump to the upside, just potentially some slight bullish movement from the last bullish cross that we saw just around here up to where Bitcoin actually topped out and found some resistance. That was around a 6% pump to the upside. And the time before that one, the previous bullish cross up to where we actually topped out that time round, was around a 4% pump to the upside. So once again, no major move, but just some slight bullish movement if we can get that cross once again. But if the Bitcoin price continues to find resistance at around these levels just here, and especially if we get a further rejection, then if that actually happens, that would simply postpone this bullish cross. And also, if we do get another rejection from around 50.5 to 50.6 thousand US dollars, then that there could potentially form a very small head and shoulders pattern. As you can see here, we've already seen the left shoulder, we've already seen the head, and right now we're basically just waiting on a potential right shoulder to form. Now, it's important to mention that this pattern is not confirmed. It is only confirmed if we see the right shoulder form and a break below the neckline just here. So the neckline just here that I'm talking about is coming in at around 49.8k approximately. But more importantly, if we could break this previous low just here coming in at around 49,500, then that's how you know that we're beginning to break down here. And of course, we also need the volume to pick up here as well if we do break the neckline. So if we do end up confirming this pattern, which once again just means the right shoulder forming and a break of the neckline, if that actually happens there, then the technical price target for this head and shoulders pattern, if we break the neckline, is coming in at around 48.3k approximately. So that would be a bearish move of around 3% nearly to the downside. And what's interesting is we've already seen a bounce along around 48.3k just here with that wick to the downside that we saw a couple of days ago. And also zooming back further in the chart, as you can see here, at around that $48,000 level was previous resistance for the Bitcoin price. And of course, if you break above resistance, that then turns into new support, as we've already confirmed once here with that wick once again. So those are the immediate short-term support and resistance levels that I am paying attention to right now for Bitcoin, and that is a potential Bitcoin price target if we break the neckline just there. And as for major price targets to the upside, if we start getting above resistance just here, those price targets have not changed since my last Bitcoin update video. So once again, definitely check out my last Bitcoin update video here on the channel that I uploaded yesterday for those that missed that video, if you want to see even more of my Bitcoin price targets to the upside. And right now, my Bitcoin strategy pretty much remains the same as what it was yesterday. Once again, just regular dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, holding for the long term. And as far as my short-term strategy goes in regards to leverage trades, right now I am not trading Bitcoin at the time of filming this video, but if we break this neckline just here, then I would potentially enter a small little short position to the downside. But once again, I have not opened that trade yet, but I will be updating you guys over on my Twitter in real time if I do end up taking that trade. So of course, if you're not following me over on Twitter, check that out in the link in the description. And right now, taking a look at the Bitcoin long positions over on the Bitfinex exchange. This is on the daily time frame, and once again, it shows us the total value in Bitcoin that all of those long positions are actually holding right now. So at the time of filming this video, right now there's around 39.2 thousand Bitcoin in long positions. And obviously, since around the middle of July, these long positions have drastically decreased. But as you can see, over the past 1 week, we actually saw a small increase in long positions, meaning that more and more people opened long positions over the past 1 week. But right now, over the past 1 to 2 days, just in the short term here, as you can see, we are beginning to see more long positions closing again. And there's probably two main reasons why these long positions are closing again right now. The first major reason is the fact that obviously Bitcoin is still below the golden pocket. We are just below major resistance, and no one really knows for sure if we are going to break that resistance straight away. Obviously, eventually we're going to have to break it. But of course, if you're in a leveraged long position, you're not really thinking about breaking that resistance in months from now. You're thinking about potentially breaking that resistance right now. And so considering that we have that small uncertainty of whether or not we're going to break that resistance straight away or actually see a rejection first and then break the resistance, that's potentially one reason why we're seeing the long positions starting to close again just in the short term once again. And another major reason, and probably the main reason why long positions are right now closing in the immediate short term, is the Bitcoin funding rate on exchanges. As you can see here, the Bitcoin funding rates are pretty positive at the time of filming this video, which basically just means that it is expensive to maintain a long position. The more positive that these funding rates go, the more the long positions will have to pay in fees to the short positions. So these funding rates are basically just a mechanism to balance out the market during overly bullish or overly bearish time periods. So that's, for example, if we're in a major bull market and everyone's entering into long positions, once again, it becomes expensive to hold that long position if the price isn't really heading to the upside due to these funding rates. But the same goes for the other way around, of course, as well. If we're in a major bear market, for example, when everyone wants to enter into short positions, that actually puts these funding rates into negative territory. And when that happens, the short positions actually have to pay a fee to the long positions to keep the short positions open. But once again, what we're seeing right now is positive funding rates, in fact, more positive than normal, which basically just means that if the Bitcoin price is not really doing anything in the short term, which it is not, then all of those long positions are essentially losing money every 8 hours or so. That's normally how often that these funding rates are getting charged. So yeah, this is one major factor that could potentially put extra pressure on the long positions if we do not break that resistance soon. And also just giving you guys a quick update on the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Obviously, right now we're still sitting in the greed territory, which basically just means that we are technically due for some sort of bearish price action, or at least a sideways consolidation coming soon. Obviously, this indicator doesn't tell us exactly how bearish we're going to be or exactly how long it's going to take. It just gives us a rough idea of the market sentiment. And usually when we're overly fearful, for example, that's when the market is about to bottom out and we're due for a major move to the upside. And I actually use this indicator to help predict the major move to the upside that we had from around 30,000 to 50,000 back when Bitcoin was at around 30,000 a couple months ago. Once again, we were seeing extreme fear on this indicator just here. And so right now, obviously we're not in extreme greed, but just having this greed signal here, it's just basically a sign for us to be a little bit cautious and to not get overly bullish just yet, especially while we are still below the golden pocket. As I've mentioned time and time again recently here on the channel, I will only flip much more bullish again on Bitcoin if we can break above that golden pocket. And once again, for those of you that have no idea on what I was just talking about with the golden pocket just there, definitely check out my last Bitcoin update video that I uploaded yesterday on the channel. And by the way, I sent out this tweet over on my Twitter, but I thought I should share it here on the YouTube channel. Just a reminder, the current US dollar inflation rate, as the CPI suggests, is currently at roughly around 5% per year. And right now, the current Bitcoin inflation rate is currently at around 1.7% per year. And after the next halving, which is in 2024, Bitcoin's inflation rate after that 2024 halving, once again, will be less than 1%, only 0.8% per year. And for the complete beginners out there that don't know what this actually means, basically, if you're holding dollars, you're actually losing 5% every single year in purchasing power. And if you're talking about other fiat currencies, it's even worse. And so this actually makes Bitcoin a far better store of value in comparison to fiat currency. So regardless of really what happens in the short term, whether we see bullish price action or bearish price action, of course we can trade those movements. But the majority of my Bitcoin strategy, the majority of my portfolio, I am holding for the long term because of things like this. So I just wanted to give you guys that refreshed perspective on the long term to really shift your vision on the big picture and why we're all here. But anyway, that's just about everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications as well so that you're not missing out on any of these future videos. This one was just a quick Bitcoin update video. I don't really want to repeat the same information again and again for the subscribers out there. I try and include new information in every video, and obviously if there's not too much new information to cover, I'm not really going to drag out the videos. And as always, I really do appreciate all of the support that you guys are showing on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, that's really everything I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.